Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Dina's Nail Art. I've been really struggling. My nails look awful and I have not found the energy or the time. I have not set aside the time or the energy to do or fix my nails. And today is the day. I figured there would be some of you that might be able to relate to what I'm going through. I swear I did this design about a month ago. Broke some nails. I've got some cracks and some peeling. My polish looks awful and it's just time to nourish my hands and fingers. I was kind of embarrassed to show my nails on camera. I have a polygel on my pinky, I have a broken thumb. Both of my pinkies broke. It's just a mess. But, I'm kind of also in the mood it's the new year. Let's clean, let's renew, let's take everything down, clean it up, nourish it, and kind of give it a new life to start the year off 2020 fresh and clean. So I am bearing it all on camera. I'm sure that, that it's not the prettiest video ever, but at least I think it's a positive message. So let's just get rid of all the clutter and the dirt and the grime, clean it up, and start fresh. So I sanded down the polygel nail on my pinky. I normally have natural nails, but I had my last swatching gig maybe a month ago, and both my pinkies broke. So I'm like, well, I'll just put on a polygel nail so that the photos will look nice. And it grew out and my hair's been getting stuck in it, and it's just time. It's time for a fresh start. So I filed it down, I cut it down, and now I'm soaking it off with acetone. While that's soaking, I have cut or filed or shaped my nails. In the meantime, when I cut them, they actually cut vertically instead of horizontally, so I tend to file. I did cut a little bit off to save some time. I use a glass file. The one I have right now is the Germanicure glass file. I really like it. I don't generally tend to buff my nails because I feel like it weakens them and it makes them thinner. So the only time you'll see me buff them is when I have kind of a peel between the layers. I haven't been oiling. I did get COVID. I'd been sick. I lost my energy. I've been working, been trying to kind of gather the energy needed to make a video, and today's the day. So I hope you can see some, at least relate to what's been going on around here. Things have been just kind of nuts. We had Christmas. We've been shopping. We've been, doing so many things, cleaning and organizing, and not necessarily getting ready for company, but just doing a lot of things. I've had a lot of things break around the house. It's been crazy and it's been a lot. So it's time to clean and nourish my nails. It didn't quite take the polygel all the way off, so I am re-soaking it. But in the meantime, I keep moving along. Use any cuticle remover that you have. If you don't have any, next time you go to Target or Walmart, you can probably find this Sally's, which I kind of like. It's a little bit thicker. It's a gel, so it kind of stays put. So put on any cuticle remover you have and let it sit for a minute. I'm actually surprised that it did not have a ton of messy cuticles everywhere because I haven't done this for a month. I think it's been about 5 weeks. 4 to 5 weeks. Anyway, I let that sit for a minute, and then with a cuticle pusher, orange stick, whatever you have handy, push your cuticles back after they've had time to lift those dry cuticles up. You want to carefully lift up any polygel or glue from tips or whatever you have. Do it real gently. The acetone will help to remove the remnants, but let it soak in and do it gently so you don't remove any layers of your skin. Any layers of your nail. There's a small amount left, so I'm gently sanding off that layer and I'll soak it again until it's all removed. I wish I was in frame here, but I'm just gently filing the tip to make it a nice free edge. And to catch it up with the other nails, I am putting cuticle remover on. I'm going to let it set a moment, and then I'm going to push it back as well. Okay, now that that step's done, I just usually wipe the excess off with a paper towel or napkin or whatever I have handy. And then this step I find is really important. I use the sugar scrub after I'm done with all of that. I usually do this in the bathroom next to the sink so that if I make a mess, it falls in the sink. But in order for your skin to absorb the oils and the creams and the lotions, I find that it works best to use a sugar scrub and whatever you have handy. There's also recipes for you to make it at home if you can't get out to find a sugar scrub. But you can make one at home. I find that it's really beneficial because it removes all the dry, dead skin and also leaves like a nourishing oil behind, whatever they use in the sugar scrub itself. Sometimes it's coconut oil. It removes everything that's dry and dead and nourishes it with some oil remnants. After you rub it in really, really well with around your cuticles, fingertips, fingers, knuckles, both top and bottom of your hands and palms, then just rinse well with warm water. Next, I like to put back some moisture. That's cuticle oil, pure cuticle oil, and whatever creams, lotions that you find to be hydrating that you have around, and cuticle oil. I just kind of make a several lotion mixture with whatever I have handy. If you don't have coconut oil, use vitamin E. If you don't have vitamin E, use almond oil or olive oil or whatever kind of oil that you have handy. I usually just use a mixture. I don't like the way pure coconut feels on its own. Some of the creams and lotions are just a little bit on the light side. So that's why I like to kind of make my own blend with whatever products I have laying around. Put it on liberally, rub it in. Then I add some cuticle oil to the tops, around the nails, and underneath, all around. Add some cuticle oil. Once that's done, I notice that it looks like a mess, but it's okay. I usually put a glove on and let it soak in for about, say, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, whatever you have time for. If you have time for 5, 8, or 10 minutes, that's better than not at all. So go for it. kind of like a fresh haircut. I'm so happy I did this. My hands feel so much more moisturized and smooth and soft. Then I didn't record doing the first part, which I thought I was recording, but I didn't. But I like Cuticula's product. I use a zinc base coat first. It actually has some vitamins and nutrition in it. And then over the top of that, I like to use Mic Drop. There's another base coat that she has, silk base coat. Either one's fine. Mic Drop is just the tiniest bit thicker to me and slightly white. So if you have any yellowing in your nails, this kind of tends to hide it a little bit, which I prefer. And both of these guys, these two base coats working together really helps my nails. It protects them from peeling and from staining. And after that, I just like to put on a pretty polish, whatever you have handy. This one looked interesting. If it's something that kind of, you instead of focusing on the length that you've lost, if you can focus on how pretty the polish is, that really helps. And after a few days, I will shorten the longer nails while the shorter nails catch up, and we'll see. I normally like to put the magnet down like this. However, just because of the angle of the camera and the brush and the magnet all working together, I ended up just going ahead and not worrying so much about the magnetic properties of this polish. It turned out beautifully. I was so hesitant to do this video, but kind of like a fresh haircut. Oh, it feels so much better. It's crazy. Anyway, I hope you can relate to this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give a thumbs up and sub. Give a like, sub, hit that bell so you can see future videos. I do have a couple more videos that I didn't do yet because I didn't want to show you my nails. But now that I've gotten over that horrible hurdle, I'm ready to move on. This is Head Over Teals by Sweet and Sour Lacquer. It's a beautiful magnetic. I really like wearing interesting polishes when my nails are really short. It makes me feel like that I don't miss the length because I'm enjoying the polish anyway. So after I get that done, I put on 2 coats, let it dry, clean up any mess around the fingers that I might have left behind, any little mess here or there. I clean that up with a brush and acetone. My cleanup brush that I'm using lately is a CADS, I believe it's a number 14 Kolinsky, which is one of my favorites that I got from Amazon. And then once that's ready to go, I go ahead and top coat it. If you want to keep the magnetic stripe that you already have in your polish, once you re-wet it, you're going to need to magnetize it once again. Otherwise, you'll lose that crisp line that you were going for. And the top coat I'm using is also another product by Cuticula. And I'm really enjoying how durable these products are on my nails. Some products, they might be great for a couple of days, but I find that the combination of the zinc base coat with the Mic Drop base coat, whatever polish I'm wearing, and then the Cuticula top coat, I find that it wears really, really great on me. Hence the reason why I had polish on for a month. That is a ridiculous amount of time. I'm so glad I did this. It feels like a fresh haircut and a fresh start to the new year. I also have a lot more cleaning and organizing to do, and it's a lot easier with shorter nails. Although my nails have not been this short in like 5 years. So here's that Cad's Kolinsky brush I was mentioning. I dip it in a little dappen dish of acetone and clean up any mess that I might have made along the way. If I don't, and I have a little piece of polish on the edge of my finger, I will be compelled to pick at it. And what you want to do is avoid picking your polish and your cuticles and your nails.